your face, and I wanna see if I can write on your face. Molo wethu, molo kwelicala tatadidi kanje, molo nangapha kwelicala ndidi kanje. Unjani, 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 unjani yaphila, injani impilo. Mandikwenze, kwenze, 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 kwenze. Mandikwenze, kwenze, 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 kwenze. Kwenze, 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 kwenze. Masithembe konke kuhamba kakuhle. Into endifuna ukuyenza namhlanje kukubhala apha ebusweni bakho. Ndibhale kanje apha ebusweni bakho. Andiyazi uba ndibhala ntoni kanye kanye. Qala le DVD ndiyenzayo ndiqala sendigadele ngoku. Andigadele, ndigadele. Akukapheli nemizuzu emithathu elo xesha. Kodwa sendigadele ngendlela engumangaliso ndinixelele. Ndigadele ngendlela engumangaliso. I recently bought I bought these earrings recently. I bought them so that I could wear them for you guys, but I made a mistake. They kind of look like, what do you call that thing? I forgot. They look like marble, and they're not quite colorful. They're just white with a hint of brown every now and then. I brought them so that I could wear them for you guys in my videos, but I forgot that I shouldn't be wearing white because you wanna fall asleep. You guys wanna fall asleep, but I had bought them, and the other thing is they're super heavy, super heavy. I can't just wear them anywhere. Even now I'm just moving my head very slowly. I can't, because they're very heavy, very heavy. Marble. It's heavy. Marble is heavy. It's heavy. Super heavy. Ndithengile amacici ndinixelele. Tap. Ndiwathengile ke la macici qha akaqamanga umbala wawo omhlophe. Bendicinga uba ndingakwazi ukuwanxiba kwezi DVDs ndizenzayo qha zovela qame kakhulu la macici am. Ngoku andazi uba ndizawuthini kuba aqama kakhulu. Xa into iqame kakhulu uyuthini xa ivele iqame kakhulu. Andiqinisekanga uba kofuneka ndenze ntoni kanye njengoba eqame kakhulu. La macici am ayasinda nokusinda, andikwazi nokushukumisa intloko. Funeka ndiyijikise ndihamba ngononophelo. Andikwazi ukukhawuleza xa ndijikisa intloko kuba ayasinda ndinixelela. Andikwazi uwanxiba ke ngaphandle. Andikwazi uwanxiba ngenxa yaloo nto. tell you a random story of how I went to go do my hair. So I saw a picture of Jordan Woods with this hairstyle because this is the style I wanted. I went to a hair salon, a random hair salon, and said, "This is the style I want," and I've never seen them do anybody's hair. And hair is so expensive nowadays. To do hair is so expensive, and people want to plait your hair for 8,000 rands, which is insane. So the salons, you had to book an appointment. It's super expensive. So I was like, you know what? Let me go to deep down, deep, because that's where people usually get their hair done and everything. So I saw the people there standing like, "Oh, do you want to do your hair? Do you want to do your hair?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to do my hair." And then I showed the picture of Jordan, and I said, "This is the hairstyle that I want." And in actuality, this is not the hairstyle that I really wanted. The hairstyle that I really wanted is that of Ivana. I'm just gonna show you pictures of Ivana, who grew up watching Ivana on YoTV as a presenter. She was amazing as a presenter on YoTV. I would love to see what she does again, you know. So I follow her on the socials, and she had this hairstyle that I really wanted. But I was scared. I'm like, I don't want it because it's not complicated, but you don't make straight lines. You make like that, and then you do like that, and then you do like that. And I went to the hair salon wanting that, but I was like, you know what? This is a new hair salon. I've never been here, so let me just ask something simple, you know, just to test the waters. And then I asked for this hairstyle, and then they said, "Okay, fine, we're gonna do it for you." And I specifically asked them, like, I have to change salons now because every time I go to a salon, they don't give me what I want. They're like, "Don't worry, don't worry, girl, don't worry. We're gonna give you what you want. If you don't like it, then you're not gonna pay. If you don't like it, you're not gonna pay. Okay, is that okay?" I was like, "Okay, cool, fine, no problem." So I went in, and then the lady did one line, just one line, and then said, "Do you like it?" And I said, "Absolutely not. I do not like this." And she was like, "It looks like in the picture though. It looks like in the picture." I said, "No, it does not. No, it does not look like in the picture." She had made, you know, these gaps. These gaps that you see here. She made them huge. She made them like super big, and I was like, "No, you can't do that." And then it was also too thick, like big and thick and bulky, and I said, "That's not it." And it's like, I don't want to waste your time for you to finish my hair, and then I end up not paying, and I go home to take it off because, you know, then I'd be wasting my own money that I used to buy the hair extensions, and then I'd also be wasting your time. So we just rather remove it entirely. And she said, "Okay, fine, I'm gonna remove it, but before I remove it, let me just call somebody else," because they were sitting in a line, and then one person was asked to do my hair. They were like, "Let me just call somebody." So let me just call to show them before I take it off. I guess they called their manager to show them what they did, and then the lady was like, "What don't you like about this?" And I said, "It looks like nothing in the picture." And then she said, "Show me the picture, please." And then I took up my phone to show her the picture of Jordan, and it's like, what's the problem? I'm like, "This, what you did, it looks very untidy. It's not a clean job. When I do my hair, I love having a umzimba wami bende kakhulu. Ndithi-ke ndidinge inwele, ndikhangela indawo zawundenza kakuhle. Ngoku ndikhangela abantu abasha bazondenza kakuhle. Xa ndisithi like lena ndihlala kuyo xa uyisalon xelele bakubiza intloko netrain but ukuflerha bakuflerha nge-1,000 rand. Andisoze ndaflerha nge-1,000 rand mna uxolo. Ngoko ke ndincame ndihambe ndiye edolophini. Xa ndifika edolophini ndibabuzela uba yabo kwezi ndawo zerhontshini, ubona izindawo zerhontshini xa usedolophini, kuba edolophini kucwile abantu basuka kwingingqi ngengingqi, kwindawo nendawo. Abanye abakwazi ukwenza nge-1,000 rand. Ngoko ke edolophini imali oyibhatalayo iba ncinane, uyaqonda. Ngoko ke ndazula ndikhangela indawo yokwenza, ndibabona abantu abaphethe amaphepha ba ufuna ukwenza le hairstyle nje. Eyami bendifuna ukuyenza ke yilena ka-Ivana. Eka-Ivana qandaqonda uba yho ingathi iyajika ithi jike ithi. Andifuni ukwenza ngumntu endingamaziyo uba uwenza kanjani. Ndimcela uba makandenze lena ngoba engayenza kakubi okanye ayenze kakuhle xhomekeke uba wenza kanjani. Funeka ndenze umntu endimthembileyo makandenze lena. Ngoko ke ndaqonda next time ndifuna ukwenza le ka-Ivana. Okwangoku ndizocela uba mabandenze le yenziwe nguJordan Woods, neqonda. Hayi ke ndathi ndicela ndenze lena imali ndena kaJordan Woods. Hayi bandixelele uba imalini, nqoba ayisencinci le mali as compared to kweza salon yabo. Fike besithi bhukisha ndondondondondondondone bakunikise ne-wine, andisenayo-wine nozoqhuba kwizintloko yetrain. And qomba hayi ke xhome kanzaba ndifuna ukwenza intloko qha mna xa ndisalon ndenza intloko asubundityisa undithini ndenza intloko ndigoduke. Hayi ke ndafika phaya nabanxiba imalini ndathi ndiyacela kudala ndizulazula isalon, ndiyacela nindenze le nto ilapha kwesi sithombe. Uba kuphume ngeyiyo andiyifuni loo nto, kuba ndifika ndiphinde ndigodukile ngoku ndiweyiste imali yokuthenga ifiber. Ngofuna ndigodukile ndifike ndidlile ndikhale ngoba ndenziwe into endingayithandiyo, ndisiqaqe intloko. Andifuni kwenzeke loo nto. But sibana xa zokuba naxala wena ntombi, into esizawuyenza ne siza kwenza yonke le nto uyifunayo. Siza kwenza yonke le nto uyifunayo. Uba iphume ingeyiyo le lapha efotweni uzubhatala, yaqonda, uzubhatala. Izobe mahala, zokwenza mahala. Uba iphume ingafani nalapha efotweni. Ndathi hayi ke akho ngxaki bangandenza. Omnye wabo behleli bebayi-4. Omnye wabo wazondenza, abanye bashiqhubeka behleli baphandle befuna abantu bokwenza bayenza intloko. Hayi ke ndathi ke mna my lipstick. Ndathi ke mna okay akho ngxaki. Waqalisa ke undenza. Wandenza umqolo omnye qaqwaba. Wandenza umqolo omnye. Ndathi ngicela usijonga ndibona uba iyafana nalapha efotweni. Ndathi kanje xa ndisijonga esipilini, yho ayimbi into ayenzileyo. Ikrelekrele igoso ijikile, undigebhulile nokundigebhula iinwele zam. Ndathi hayi kaloku sisi asoze, hayi akusoze kaloku, akuyiyo le, akuyilapha efotweni. Siqhuba nde veza ifoto. Ndayiveza ifoto. Uthi iyafana nje le nto, yiyo. Ndithi unotshe jonga le lapha efotweni ithe manca kakuhle and nemigca uyayibona mincinane kwaye ime kakuhle. Le undenze yona inkulu, ityebile, iliqhuma nje lithe kwaye imiqolo limithathu funeka ibonakale. Lebo nantsi akubonakali kwale nto unyomfo yento emdaka. Mna into endiyenza entloko ndifuna icoceke, andiyifuni lena. Wathi nayo hayi ke ndathi yabona andifuna ukuchitha ixesha lakho ndikuyeke wenze le nto uyigqibe, kodwa ndiyazibona uba ndiyifuni ukugcina ixesha lakho nelam. Vele uyiqhaqhe lo mqolo omnye zogqiba ndihambe mna ndokhangela enye indawo apha ndizokwenziwa khona. Wathi ndiza kuqaqa nepha mandoqaqe mandiqale ndibize ubani phaa phandle azobona le nto ndiyenzileyo. Ndathi ungambuza. Hayi ke wangena kubani wathi loo ngxaki ndithi ayifani le nto nale lapha efotweni. Athi yena hayibo iyafana nje. Ndithi unotshe soze jonga le imdaka le nto ndinza apha entloko kwaye ikejuliwe kwaye ingathi uthathwe umqiyoyo wancanyathiselwa entloko. Andifuni ukuba nomqiyoyo entloko mna. Wathi no okay bajonga ifoto bajonga le mandiphinda ndiguqulele kwakhona. It looks like I have sausages pasted on my head when I had that hairstyle because they did it bad and it didn't quite look like in the picture with Jordan. And I was like, oh, my sister was like, oh, it looks like you have sausages. It looks like you have sausages on your head. And I said, you know what? Then my mom was like, girl, you should stop not saying anything if the hairstylists are not doing what you want. Don't waste your time. Don't waste their time. And they should not waste your money. So if you're not happy, just say you're not happy and move on to the next. Which is why this time around I said if I'm not going to be happy, I'm not going to say it. Because what I usually do is I go back home and cry and take the hairstyle out. Now I wasted my money and I wasted their time as well because I'm taking it out now. So I was happy with them being honest and say if you don't want, you're not gonna pay. But I did not want to not gonna pay. I just didn't want to waste their time. So they said, okay, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna take it out. And then the second one said, girl, don't worry. I got you. I got this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for you, okay? It's gonna come out like in the picture. I'm gonna do one line as well. And then you're gonna look at it and then you're gonna tell me whether you're happy with it or you're not happy with it. Okay, is that alright? Is that perfect? I was like, I really don't want to waste your time. If it's gonna come out looking like this, I don't want to waste your time. I'd rather go elsewhere. She said, trust me, okay? Just trust me. It's gonna come out looking great. It's gonna come out looking perfect. Let me try one line. So they took out that one and then she did this line. She did this line and she asked me, are you happy? Are you happy with it? Are you happy with it? I said, girl, we are a match made in heaven. Absolutely love it. It's clean. It's tidy. And it looks exactly like what Jordan has on her head. I didn't ask for much. I just asked for what was on the picture. And girl, you delivered. And then she said, okay, do you want to continue? And I said, absolutely, girl. And then we continued. And she went on to do my entire head. Honestly, I like it. But I would give it a 7 out of 10. Let me tell you why. Because this one, I like all of these other ones. I like them. But they are still a bit bulky. I wish they could be like a bit like flatter. But this one is crooked. It could have just been straight like that. Straight like that. It looks crooked. Do you see it? It looks crooked. I wish it was straighter. And then the second thing, this one, it's leaning. Like it's center, and then it comes down, like the side. It's not fully centered. So due to those two reasons, this one not being straight and this one coming down, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Otherwise, she did a decent job. It does look like what is on the picture. You know what I mean? You know, it does look like what is on the picture. For that reason, I'd give it a 7. A 7. So for that reason, I would give it that. Mandoli ke kwakhona. Xa ndigqibayo ke sana ndithi ndingayicela niyeniqaqe, ndicela niyeniqaqe, ndicela niyeniqaqe. And the other thing is, you see, it has 3 lines. I hate it when people finish and then they turn it into a twist at the end. It just looks dirty and untidy when it's twisted at the end. But because I was being nitpicky about this part, I honestly didn't mind the twists here at the end. I'm sorry, I love like nice things, and I'm such a person who's such that when you do an excellent job, like 10 out of 10, I pay you more than what the hairstyle costs, because I love people who give it their all, and I'm someone who gives it their all whenever like I'm doing my job too. So once they do an excellent job, I'm like, perfect. I even pay them extra because I like what I see. But for now, you do this and this and this and this as well. I just paid what it was worth. But next time, now that I know that she's clean and I'm doing something else, I will pay her extra if I decide to go back there again. That's what's gonna happen. I get one vlecha. Wandenza umqolo omnye ndathi ngicela umqaqe ayifani nale phaya, ngeke uze nenye ngokwena uzanganale kaJudy ndithi ndiyayifuna. Uzogqiba yena wathi ngicela ubonisa abanye bephambana ukuqaqa baza ke bazoyibona bathi into ngxaki ndathi ayifani nale isefotweni, bathi bona intoni mehluko ndathi le ityebile ngathi incanye ndiselo ngqiyo yabentloko kwaye mdaka kwaye ndigibhulile inwele, bathi bona ayikho ngxaki uzawuqaqa ne. Kodwa ke sicela ukuzama ukugqibela umntu omtsha ozokwenza lo mntu omtsha akwenze neqeqeba ukwenza, usixelele ubuthini ngaye. Uzokwenza umqolo oyi-1 naye usixelele uba uyafuna aqhubekeke okanye angaqhubekeki. Hayi ke wandenza umqolo oyi-1. Wandenza lo nomqolo omnye. Ndathi ke mna wandibuza uyayithanda na, uyayithanda? Ndathi yiyotwatse, uyichanile sanqa, yiyotwatse chana ucwede. Qhubekeka ke sisi. Hayi ke waqhubekeka wandigqiba yonke intloko. Ndiyayithanda icocekile, nemigca ivuleke kakuhle, nemiflerho iflerhe kakuhle, yabonakala laa ndawo sibhidana kuyo inwele sidibana sidibane kakuhle, azibhide nanga, uyenze kakuhle. Ndaquma ndakuthanda ke wena, ndiyakuthanda, ndifuna ukwenza into emdaka entloko, futhi usijongisa ngabantu wenza into emdaka entloko ekubeni uyibhatale lelo xesha. Emveni koko nasekhaya ndaxela umama, wathi wena uyathanda ukuthula, uba wenziwe into ongayithandiyo nguba kuqalayo bacela bayeke uhambe kwenye indawo, ngoba uchitha ixesha labo, uchitha nemali yakho, ufike endlini uqaqe yonke loo nto, uchithe imali yakho, uchitha nexesha labo. Baxelele uba hayi, cela bakuyeke uzoya kwenye indawo. Akho ngxaki ukwenza loo nto, uba xa ungayithandi into awuyithandi. Xa uchitha imali yakho ufuna uyichitha entweni uyazi uba uyayithanda. Ndisixelela uba ngoku ndizokwenza loo nto. Ngoko ke ndaqoma yho, ndiyincedile ndatsho uba ndiyithandanga, ngoba ngoku uba ndenze endiyithandileyo. Uba ndingabanikeza inombolo ephela kwi-10, ndingabanikeza 7, ndingabanikeza 7, andinobanikeza 10, ndifuna ubanikeza 7, ngoba uyenze yagoso le, ayinqalanga, yabo, ayinqalanga. Fanele ime kanje, ayinqala, yabo, fanele inqale kanjani, ayinqalanga. Lena inqalile, yabo, idibene yonke into, inqalile, nale inqalile kananjalo, le ayinqalanga, yayiqonda, ayinqalanga, yabo, ikrekrele, kuba ayinqalanga. Ndibanikeza 7. esimbini bangashiyi ezi zintathu. Andithanda olo hlobo ke mna, andithanda olo hlobo. Ngoko ke ngenxa yeso sizathu zontathu ndibanikeza isixhenxe, hayi 10. Idubelisayo ndizokwenza le ka-Ivana ndimhlomntwayo amnye kuba nguye ndenze kakuhle kunabanye, okanye nditshintshe ndiye kwenye indawo. Kodwa uba ndiya kwenye indawo funeka ndiqale ndijonge uba isandla sakhe laa mntu andenzayo sinjani, 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 sinjani. So yeah, I didn't want to have sausages, and I'm glad I did voice it out, because if I hadn't voiced it out, I'd have probably gone home and then cried about it as I'm taking it out. I'm trying to voice out my opinion nowadays if I'm not happy about something. If I'm not happy about something, because at the end of the day, it's your money that you're spending, and you should be spending your money in things that you're happy, in things that you're happy, because I'm happy about, or at least things that you're comfortable with, things that you're happy and comfortable with. But at the same time, you should be very respectful. Don't be like a Karen about it. So I was very respectful about it. I was like, no, I'm sorry, this looks nothing like what's on the picture, so I don't want to waste your time. I'd rather us stop now and I go elsewhere to get it done. And then she was also respectful towards me, like, what makes it not look like it's in the picture? And then that's when I took out my phone and I showed her the picture, and then I told her this looks like a sausage, and it's not tidy, and the lines are way too thick. Everything is just thick, and I wanted flatter. And she was respectful enough. My stomach is growling, and she was respectful enough to give me someone else. And they were super respectful. I like that. And I was also respectful too. So now, as I was coming out, now the other ones were still sitting outside. The other ones, I think the one who's the manager said, hi, come here. Are you happy with it? And I was like, it looks fantabulous. Absolutely love it. So she was like, so, are you gonna come again? I was like, you know it. I'm definitely coming again. So I would go again for cleanliness and the lines. It looks clean. I love cleanliness. I love tidy and clean things. If I were to choose between tidy and clean, I'd always choose tidy. I'd always choose clean. So now, if it's not clean, not tidy, it just gives me a headache. I'm sorry. Uneasy. So yeah. That's when I then got my new hairstyle. I was wearing wigs in my other videos because I was back at home. My sister had plaited my hair, and I hadn't filmed videos when she plaited my hair. By the time it was time for me to film, my hair was coming out. It was like super old. So I resorted to wearing wigs, and now it's August. It's almost like the last months of winter. It officially stops around September, right? And then that's when heat starts in October. So I was like, I'd rather have a protective style rather than wearing wigs. And I got this style mainly because I was being asked to be a keynote speaker somewhere. So I'm going somewhere to deliver a keynote, and I didn't want to wear my raggedy wigs to deliver a keynote. And in the next 2 days, I'll be there. delivering a keynote, and I think this looks clean and tidy, and I'll wear my suit and wear appropriate earrings like studs, clean, tidy, deliver my keynote, and go about my life. If I was not asked to be a keynote, I was just gonna wear a beanie up until the end of the month, and then when I start to see that spring is coming, then I blow out my hair and keep out my hair as it is. But now I'm like, I don't want to blow out my hair right now. I'd rather go do this, and then when I take this out, then I will blow it out, you know. I'm doing all of this because I don't know what to talk about. And because I recently did my hair and it's still fresh, I wanted to film something for you guys because I don't want to film it when it's really, 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 really old. You know, whilst it's still fresh. I like it. Do you like my hairstyle? Was I on the right to say that I'm not happy if I'm not happy with how they're doing it? Or I should have just kept quiet and continued how I do it. Just go back home, cry as I'm taking it out, and then go to the salon where I had to pay 1,000 rand. Yeah. These salons, they exploit people, which is why I even stopped doing my nails. They're like, yeah, but they do it like this. Like, I could have gotten something like this there. They're like, it's 1,000. Or it's like 850. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Yeah. Because me and Mr. Krabs are in the same WhatsApp group. I weigh my options and, you know, where I can get something, how I can get it. And obviously we live in tough times. The economy is not on our side. So if you can save somewhere, try to save where you can. And because I see that this person could have worked in that salon where they are charging you 1,000. So now that they're charging me a reasonable price, I can always tip them. Can always tip because they're doing an excellent job. But they also have fair prices. You know what I mean? I believe in fairness. Don't exploit people. Like, oh, why would I do this for 850? No, and yeah, look at me venting. Look at me venting about hair and hair prices, and there's people probably are like, what is she talking about? What is she talking about? And I also didn't know about such things because back at home, my sister would always do my hair. My sister would always do my hair. We just go buy fiber and come back, and then my sister does my hair. My sister does my hair. So I never knew how much salons cost because I always did it for free. And then once I moved away from home, then I'm like, wait, what? 850 rands for a straight back? Am I being punked? Where are the hidden cameras? What's going on? Because I'm not used to that. I'm used to doing it for free. Yeah, from my sister, by my sister, by my sister, by my sister. Okay, I think that is it for today's video. I hope that I had bored you to sleep with my hair story. I just want to measure this part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, 21, 22. with that. It's been such a long time since I did whispering videos. Nowadays I am doing soft spoken videos. Soft spoken because I want you guys to get used to my soft spoken voice. So, should I, under any circumstances, one day want to move away from ASMR towards video essays and podcasting, then I can easily transition because you guys already know about that. You guys are already familiar with it. Anyway, thank you for watching. My stomach is growling. I'm hungry. And I felt like film a third video because I already filmed. This is my second video. I felt like filming a third video for you guys, but I don't know what the topic would be. Then one was just a random video where I can just talk about any and everything and try to do hand movements. And if you recall, when I was studying, I was trying to do an inaudible video where I just write randomly on your face, and I was like looking at the time, it's like, oh, just 2 minutes and I'm feeling already running out of inaudible whispering. What should I do? And then that's when I decided to tell you the story that I just shared with you guys. I don't know what to talk about, but I want to do a sit down, relaxed, chatty video, but I'm just gonna think and try to brainstorm an idea, and after that, do it, and then after that, do it, and do it. Do you guys like it when I do random things, or do you like it when I drop some knowledge? Or you like, girl, whatever it is that you do, just do whatever you want to do. Let me know. I want to do what you want. The noise. Okay, I think I should end the video, but before I go, I obviously have to do word of the day for you. Yes, you need it. You need word of the day. You absolutely need word of the day. Oh God, what have I done? Oh Lord, have mercy on me. Having to type and hold the mic at the same time is, yeah, something else. Okay, our word of the day for today is going to be in the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 32. And it says, be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other just as in Christ God forgave you. Okay? Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving